Vroom, 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 vroom. All right, well, we got a big boy here. This is a Dinky Austin Taxi. It's got doors that open like this, pretty cool. That one's a little loose, kind of comes open. There's a little dude inside, pretty cool. I think this is one of the later models, so it's not super, super old. I can tell, I'm going by the wheels here. These look like wheels from the maybe 60s or 70s, more likely the 70s to me. But still, cool model, much larger. Let's see, this is my Hot Wheels tow truck, so you can see how much bigger this is than it. This is a really good toy, a little fun toy. So this is going to be totally new. I've never done one of these before. I have a whole box of these, and I chose the one that looked like it would be the easiest for me to restore. So let's get at it. So it's got screws. I'm hoping that I'll be able to just open it and I won't have to drill anything out. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Let's see, is that gonna let me? Oh yeah. Oh wow, so much easier. No drilling. All right, so it's got the suspension similar to a Matchbox. I really like those. Okay. The interior, it's really dirty, which makes sense because those doors open so kids will play with it. Got that little dude there. Looks like he's wearing a toga or something. Oh look, you can see where the paint, they only painted the part that you'd see. Interesting. All right. And then we got the doors. Oh, the door's broken. That's why that one was loose. See that pin? Yeah, I'll show you. So this one's not broken, and this one is. So we got a broken pin there. Okay, well that just makes things a little bit more interesting. That's not bad. I'm sure that we'll be able to fix that without much problem at all. Let's see. Oh, good. The glass is not riveted in. That's nice. Does have a little paint there. The glass is in really bad shape. Like there's, when I rub this, it's almost like someone took a knife to stab at it. And this isn't something I can make easily. I mean, I could make it close, but not exactly, because I've got this dividing window between the passengers and the driver. So, you just might have to deal with some dings there. We'll see. And then you got the body. Interesting, it's got like a blue base coat on the inside. Huh. I wonder why they did that. Anyway, this is pretty straightforward. I think that what we'll need to do is strip these doors. Yeah, this doesn't look bad at all. Now the question is, will it fit in my stripper tank? Oh, no it will not. Okay, we'll have to do this old-fashioned way. Got a little left in here. Hoping that'll be enough. Using stripper this way is so wasteful, but sometimes you can't avoid it. Takes longer too. And it's messier. Just really like using the tank. Put a lid on this. That way it doesn't dry out. Because what you'd never want is your stripper to dry out on your stuff. Because then you just got a whole nother mess on your hands. So like I was saying, I've got a whole bunch of these. I won a YouTube auction. Not YouTube, what am I talking about? I won an eBay auction where I won like a whole box of them. The pictures were really bad, so I don't think anybody bid on it. But they're in pretty rough shape. This is one of the better ones, which is good. That's what I was looking for. One of the problems I've discovered, though, is that these Dinkies, spare parts for them are almost impossible to get in the States. Like, I can get them, but the shipping is like for this car, some spare parts might be like $10 in spare parts and then $30 in shipping. It's just not realistic for me. So a lot of my cars that I have just aren't going to, I'm going to have to make the parts, go that route, which just makes the process a lot more difficult, a lot more fun, I think, but also more difficult. These wheels are in really good shape. And I really like this suspension that they use. A lot better than Hot Wheels. Yeah, they're in good shape. I'll clean them up, but I probably won't do a lot more than that. There's no need to make new ones. Oh, that is kind of bent. I didn't notice that. We may remake these axles. Yeah, probably do that. Won't be too difficult. So this glass is going to need a lot of sanding. I'm never going to get all these out. See those? It's like, yeah, it's like someone took a pick or something and stabbed at it. It's really sad. I mean, I can make it smoother, for sure. So this ultrasonic cleaner, sometimes it does miracles, and sometimes you can't even tell it did anything. Always worth trying, though. So the paint came off this really well. You can really tell the quality of this casting after the paint's off. Much higher quality than some of the things that I usually work with. Got the doors. This one's broken. So you got that pin. I don't think that's going to be hard to fix. The interior cleaned up pretty well. And what I thought was dirt was actually its adhesive. It looks like when they glued in this little dude, they kind of got some adhesive kind of spread about. So I'm going to, in the front here you don't really notice it, but in the back you do. I'm going to try and scrape that down. That might be as good as we get. The problem is the plastic is softer than the adhesive, so I don't want to wear down the plastic. And let's go ahead and cut this axle, because we're going to have to remake one of these. There we go. I know that I look at it closer under the camera. I am going to need to touch up that a little bit. Nice large hole. Oh yeah, the piano wire fits perfect. I won't have to change anything for that. And I'll just stick this in the Axle Maker 1000. So I need to start with a nice level base here. This metal glue is pretty amazing stuff. Surprisingly strong. Now I just gotta hold it here until it sets. Sop up the little bits of extra glue that's running. Because while it works well, it's not very precise. Alright, so which one's the new and which one's the old? I can't tell until I start to look really close. So yeah, the Axle Maker 1000 wins again. So there honestly is a lot of corrosion on this base. So I think I'm going to dip it in acid. I'm not going to be able to do it all at once. I'm going to have to do it in two dippings, flip it around, because my jar isn't big enough. My only concern is I've never put steel in it. So I'm going to have to keep a close eye on this to see if the acid starts to hurt the steel. But the sulfamic acid is pretty weak, and it's diluted, so I think it'll be okay. Alright, so that door fits really well, and it actually opens up with just the right amount of tension. So you can see here, there's a pin on the base, or a hole in the base that the pin goes down into. And what I made, that was right there. I had to trim it down a little bit. It goes right in there. It works really, really well. By the way, the base cleaned up really nice. I did not polish it. I just use some steel wool to make it look nice. Much better. You can't. Now the corrosion is there. That's where it was eaten away. You can see in there. Nothing I can do to fix that besides puttying it and painting it, and I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that looks nice. So we're well on our way. So I ended up making another set of glass just to see what it would look like. And I'll be honest, while it's way clearer, it just didn't fit right. It just didn't do it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this into Pledge. That'll shine it up the best I can. It's already been sanded down really nice. And we'll just have to deal with this. So it's going to look like that this taxi had someone throw rocks at its windows. For show and tell today, I'm going to open up another blind bag. Got these at Walmart. They're super cheap. And oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Nice. It's like an F1 racer. Let's see. Yeah, it's called the F1 racer. Alright, so that's nice. It's got a really heavy metal body. Oh, look at those wheels too. Those are nice. Alright, fun. So, and of course, this thing's got another sticker in here. Oh, it's a different one. It's got, last time the sticker looked like that. That's kind of a, here, let me zoom out. That's almost a camouflage, maybe? I don't know. Cool. Well, that's cool. So not only do you get a different Hot Wheel, you get a different sticker in each one. Fun. Okay, well, back to the video. So I was looking closer at this, and this is the one on the front of the bag. So I wonder if this is supposed to be the main one that you're looking for. I don't know. This is my favorite one so far. It's just a cool car. So I'm going to have to fix these wheels eventually. Might as well be now. My eyes are so bad I couldn't see. But once I saw under the magnification of the camera that these wheels are getting pretty ratty. So I'm just going to touch them up with some black. It'll make them look really nice. Maybe not good as new, but really nice. And I'm totally going to have to do this off camera with my reading glasses. So I think we're ready for the main painting, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Stynylrez Black Primer, Kratex Black Paint, and then I'll top coat it with the Tester Spray Lacquer. These had, I think, gems in them, so I may have to come up with something for a headlight that looks similar. I need to find some pictures online to see what they actually were. So this is why working on Dinky and Corgi is so difficult in the States. You see, we can get 20 gems for only $4. I'd buy that in a second, but $23.86 shipping, and who knows how long it would take to get here. So I've got to come up with something on my own. So my daughter makes jewelry, and I found these little charms in her stash, and I was able to take out the gem, and as you'll see, pretty perfect. So that's what I'll use for the headlight gem. Yeah, perfect. So this paint job looks good. I think it did well. And now we need to put it together, but we're not quite done. Usually putting it together is our last step, but that is not going to be the case for this guy. Vroom, 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 vroom. Right. Boy, that rolls really well. Okay, so like I said, we're not done. Let's make sure the door's open. Oh yeah. Perfect. because we still got to put the jewels and we got to put the license plate in. So let's start with the jewels. I think that's going to be the easiest. Okay, so that was incredibly frustrating to do. The gems kept on sticking to my fingers when I tried to pick them up with my tweezers. There's no flat edges, so it just kept on popping out. I was just, I was not anticipating that being difficult, but it was. So it appears that the license plates on the originals were stickers. So I've created a few here. I think they're the right size, so I just got to cut them out carefully. And I don't like stickers. They're a pain to work with. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. Just to give you an idea how small it is, that is 4-point font. Very tiny. And that completes our project. So, looks pretty good. Yeah, looks really good. Now, again, couldn't fix that, but what I'll do is I'll just keep it on the shelf right here, and you won't be able to tell. Oh man, it looks good. Vroom, 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 vroom. Man, it rolls really well. Vroom, vroom. All right, well, thank you for following me through this restoration. My first Dinky. Learned some things, tried out some new things. It was fun. So if you remember, this was the before, and now we have the after. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I see you in our next video. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. Vroom, 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 vroom.